Good morning, everybody. Prepper Nurse One here. It's December 3rd. I wanted to talk to you guys today about, excuse me, practical practice. And what I mean by that is, um, let's say you've gone out and you got yourself your bug out bag, and you got all your stuff in it, and you got it all squared away, and then you set it aside, but you've never put it into practical practice, meaning taking your bug out bag, taking your stuff, and going out and giving it a try. I mean, even in your backyard. I mean, you could, go in your backyard and set your tent up, or use your tarps or whatever you're using, whatever you have in your bug out bag, um, and give it a shot, give it a try, and see if how everything works, what doesn't work. So actually just getting out there and doing it. So that's what I mean by practical practice. If you have all this equipment and you've never tried to use any of it, how do you know what works and what doesn't work? I would rather know ahead of time, get the bugs out, make sure all my equipment works properly, I'm comfortable with what I have, and if I don't like something, I can tweak it before it comes down to a emergency situation where, now I have to have it and I have to use it and it doesn't work right. So being able to take that stuff and use it ahead of time is really, really important, and knowing that it works and having the confidence in your equipment, and you know and another thing, it's like having your bug out bag and having 10 tons of stuff in your bug out bag, and but your bug out bag weighs like 60 pounds. We have to be realistic. A lot of us that prep are older. Um, how long could we actually carry a pack on our back, you know, for any length of time? 10 miles, 12 miles. And you got to remember, let's say, I'm going to give an example. If you have an EMP event, and all the electronic stuff is gone, not working, so your vehicles aren't working, whatever, and you have to get to your bug out location. Well, for me, from where I'm living right now, it's 56 miles down on my property. So realistically, how many days would it take me on foot, humping a pack, you know, to get down to my property? Now you got to figure, in your first day you're going to get your most miles in when that's going to be your freshest, and then you're going to have cramping, you're going to have sore muscles. You're going to wake up that next morning, you're going to feel like crap. So I mean, realistically, how far are you going to get the second day? So those are things you have to think about. So having your pack at a level where it's not overly heavy, and having the necessities that you need to have in your pack, is really important. So those are some of the things, I just wanted you to put it out there for people to think about. Having the confidence in your pack, knowing that you can, and I'm just going to use the bug out bag as the example of this, but practicing with it ahead of time is really, really huge. What I'm actually going to do, this once we get into winter, I'm going to do some overnight camping in a winter situation, and I'm going to take the girls out, and we're going to get out there in the woods and camp out overnight in the middle of winter. So just to kind of show people that it can be done, and stuff like that. So it's, again, putting things into practical practice, and we're going to get the bugs worked out that way. And it teaches them really good lessons ahead of time as well. So obviously I'm still not 100%. I apologize yesterday for my rant. Some days it gets very, very frustrating, especially if you don't feel well. with having a child with autism, it's not an easy thing. Any child with special needs, um, for whatever they have, it's not easy. So there's good days, there's bad days, but at the end of the day, I love my son to death, and I will always be here for him, and I will do what I have to do. So, and of course, I love my daughter too. I mean, she's awesome. She's a great kid. But I appreciate all the support, and like I said, I just wanted to, today again to go, excuse me, to recap, being able to put things into practical practice, to use your equipment ahead of time before you need to. Put your pack on your back, your bug out bag, and go take a 5 mile hike and see how it feels. See how you feel the next day from that. Practice ahead of time before you have to. And then when you get to a situation where you have to do something, it's not going to be overwhelming or daunting. Alright? So that's my talk for today. And I will be getting back up to the property, but I got to feel better before I do. Um, I want to show you guys it in the winter when there's snow on the ground and stuff too. Anyway, but and I want to get more wood out before the snow flies. So, all right, guys, that's it for now. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1 out for now.